everybody, this is Dave Walsh, host of Card Talk, coming back at you with another campaign. This is me playing the third scenario of the Angmar Awakened campaign. It's called Deadman's Dike. I'm doing this semi-blind, like I've said in the previous playthroughs. Semi-blind means, of course, I've played the scenario when it was previously released. I just haven't played the campaign, so I'm just playing the campaign along and seeing what the campaign adds to the scenario. So I've spent some time going over my play area, talking about all the things that I have, Radagast and Gandalf and the One Ring, and where I've gotten those things from. So how about we just start with setup and go. First thing that I probably should do is draw my starting hand. This is actually pretty good to start with. We have a Minstrel, an Archer, Nenya, Power of Command, the Elven King, and Galleon. So this combination gives me a ready every turn. So the Elven King may go in Thranduil, may go in Celeborn, so I can attack and quest every turn. Getting Nenya allows me to have access to lore resource, so that's good to start with. So so I kind of like this starting hand. Okay, so let's set up the quest and see what we got going on. Okay, so here we have the Shades of Angmar quest card. It's we are just finished scouring for orcs in the Weather Hills, and so now we come back to Fornost, and what we have to do is we have to put Iarion into play and Thardir aside out of play, add one copy of Fornost Square to the staging area, shuffle the encounter deck. So we'll take a look at Iarion and the Fornost Square, and then we will flip the card over. Okay, so the Fornost Square triggers off of discarding cards in your deck. You have to put resource tokens, and the threat increases with the more resource tokens there. So that gives you an idea of what the mechanic that the encounter deck is going to try to kill you with is to just discard your player deck. Iarion there, we remember him from the first scenario. It says X is the number of quest cards in play. Now, he's always going to have at least 2 for each of his attributes, because there's always the main quest card and then the side quest Protect the Innocent, or at least so far that's the way it's been. Okay, and we need to protect him, because if we lose him, we lose the game. So we need to protect him. So let's take a look at side 1B of the quest card. Okay, so I have to look for a Baleful Shade and put it into play engaged with him, and then shuffle the encounter deck and reveal one encounter card per player. I have to do that, and then I have to discard cards from the top of my deck. So that's just discard, discard, discard. Okay, so let's take a look at the Baleful Shade, and then we'll look at the campaign card. The Baleful Shade isn't that horrible of an enemy. It's just kind of a pain in the neck to destroy because of its hit points. It's got 5 hit points, but you discard a card from the top of your deck. Again, more discarding, and you get +2 attack. We don't get +2 attack. It gets +2 attack against us, so it can go from a 2 to a 4, and that's a pain in the neck all the time. So, and that's engaged with us. The campaign card for Deadman's Dike says attach Iarion's pendant to Iarion, add Protect the Innocent side quest to the staging area, and place damage equal to the amount of damage noted in the campaign log. We had 0 from the last scenario, and it says after Thardir enters play, randomly select one of the following burdens. Okay, so we'll worry about that when Thardir enters play. So let's take a look at Iarion's pendant and the boon that I earned last game. Okay, so Iarion's pendant, Iarion gets +1 willpower, I assume because it says attached character. At some point you can earn it and attach it to anyone, but who knows. And then it says, and then you can use it to cancel when revealed. So it's either a test of will or a hasty stroke. You can cancel a shadow effect, and it's not just against you, it's any shadow effect and it's any when revealed. And then the cunning is kind of funny. That boon I earned, and I kind of panned it when I first did it. I was like, well, this is the one that I'm going to use because I like the ability. I like that I can get +2 to all my attributes for a phase, but I also like that I get the extra resources from the beginning. We can start. We can take a look at. Hopefully, we can make some progress here. Okay, let's get going. The permanent on the cunning boon just means that it gets attached to the character that you decided to in the campaign log. And so if Thranduil gets killed or destroyed, I can't attach it to anyone else. It always has to go on Thranduil for the remainder of the campaign. Okay, so I have the Baleful Shade engaged. I have the Fornost Square. The other thing that I need to do is make sure that I reveal another encounter card. And so now we have Deadman's Gate. It says, while it's the active location, after a player triggers an action or response effect, he must discard. So, okay, so this is crazy. Okay, I start with 5 in the staging area. Okay, so I get 3 resources here. I get 1 and 1, and then I'm going to draw my card. And I get Legolas. So that's a good card to start with, actually. Okay, oh, and then I have to go look for the Master card. Definitely going to bring Nenya into play for 1. Okay, and so I think I'm gonna do 1 there. Okay, now I'm gonna exhaust Galadriel to lower my threat. So I'm down to 28 and draw a card. And so I get the Galathrim Weaver, or the Handmaiden. I get Galadriel's Handmaiden. Great card. Okay. And now I'm going to play the Greenwood Archer. And that's going to ready her. And then I'm going to play Galleon and Inner Strength, the Defendi Master card. Okay. And then I think I'm going to play the Elven King onto Thranduil to get more defenses. And so that uses up all my resources, but that's what I needed to do. Okay. And so now Iarion's 5. I could kill this. I'm trying to kill this guy. So let's see. Did I say Iarion's 5? Iarion's 1, 2, plus 1 is 3. Well, 1, 3, 6. I'll do 6 versus 5 with the knowledge that I can use her. And so there's Thardir's Damned. After Thardir's Damned engages, you discard cards. Okay, so that's another 3. So that's 8 in the staging area. And I'm at 6, so I'm going to exhaust Galadriel and Nenya to put me up to 10 and to do 2 progress here. Okay, now let's travel. Whenever I trigger an action or a response. That is horrible. I'm just gonna travel here. I just don't want to see that anymore. I'm gonna risk this blowing up. So now, defend. I do have him. So now he's defending for 4. So now I have to discard a card, and it is an ally. So that's defending for 4. No shadow. Okay. And the Heavy Curse is a great card to see as a shadow. So now, let's see. I can kill this thing. So 3, 4, 5. Already Thranduil by bringing Galleon back up into my hand and attack 6. So this Baleful Shade is dead. I did trigger an action. So I triggered that action. Okay, that's crazy. And now, because I triggered this action, and so now at the end of the turn, I do. So this is here at the end of the turn. I discard another card. Okay, this is gonna be wild. Okay, but hopefully I get through here to be able to I don't even know. Maybe I made the wrong mistake. Maybe I should have gone to here. I don't know. I already did it, so can't undo it. So I'll draw a card. I get a unexpected courage. That's nice. Okay. So I'll put Galleon back into play. It costs 0. And then I don't have money to do anything else except for put the Power of Command onto Thranduil. Just to keep this down, I'm not going to trigger his response. He's only questing for 1. So 1. Oh, look, I have to raise my threat by 1. Okay. 1, 4, 7, 9. And right now there's 7 in the staging area. So this is crazy because this thing is making this thing blow up. So, okay, let's see what we get. Okay, it's the Norbury Tombs. It's the active location. Response to Norbury Tombs explored. Each player shuffles tide foes back into his deck. So that's 9, and I'm 9. I'm gonna have to do 2 of these things. So I'm gonna have to trigger hers to give me 1, 2, 3, 4. But that gives me extra here. So that's 10 versus 13. That doesn't get me through here. So now I'm going to have to trigger this. And that gives me another one of these. Raise my threat by 1. This guy has 6. This is 7. 10, 12. There's 12 in the staging area. So that's an extra 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's the funny thing is Iarion is probably unique, but he doesn't have the unique symbol on him. So I'm sure that he was intended to be unique, but I don't know. It doesn't. I get an extra 4 because of that though. So that's another. So I'm up to 16. So that gets through this location. Boom. That was horrible. And now I can travel here. I'm holding off, but I am going to play this during the combat phase. And that lets me look for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an event. And I do want the tree people. That's nice. Okay, so refresh. Discard a card. Because I discard a card, this gets another one of these. Raise my threat. Draw. I get room mill. Okay, so I'm going to bring Galleon back into my hand and play the tree people. Do I need attack or questing? I'm gonna pick the questing one. Okay, so now because this guy came into play, I get to look for another event card here. Oh, look at that. Vain Voices. Oh, a Test of Will. I think I'm going to go with a Test of Will. Okay, and now I'll put Galleon back into play. Okay, so 1, 3, 5, 8 versus 5 right now. Okay, let's see. I'll do this. Another 3. Okay, because maybe I can draw a card and lower my threat if I get a good. It says when revealed, each undead enemy gets +1/+1 until the end of round. If there are no undead enemies in play. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to keep this out here just to remind myself. So that gains an extra one. That's 6 versus 11. So I make 5. So there's 4 here. That was ridiculous. Okay, and then I'll do 1 more progress there. I'm going to leave Galadriel because I want to deal with her. And now, let's see, do I have 5 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do have 5 cards. So now I think I'm going to do... Let's see. Can I take care of the Baleful Shade? 2. I can, if I engage this guy's going to come into the staging area. I'm going to defend it. And then can I kill it? I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave this up here. So for now, okay, so this fizzles. At the end of the round, I discard a card. I don't have any triggers right now that are discarding. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna just be good. So we ready. Before the end of the round, I lower my threat, and I should have gotten that guy back into my hand, but okay. It's because I use Galadriel. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? Okay. So now I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Raise my threat. I'm at 31 threat. And now I'm going to... I think I'm going to use Unexpected Courage onto Galadriel, because that's going to help. And now I can use her to lower my threat and draw another card. I get the Galathrim's Greeting. So now there's 5 in the staging area. And I'm going to quest with Galadriel. No. I don't know why I quest with Galadriel. That's stupid. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. So 1, 2, 5, 8. 8 versus 5. And I get another one of these guys. Okay. So that's 7. And I make 1 progress. I'm going to use her ability to give me 2, 3, 4 more. So I actually end up making 5 progress. So I have 8 progress versus 11 on the quest. So we're getting there. Woo! I don't want to travel. I don't have to worry about this so much. So I think I'm going to finally engage this guy. Okay. So that's engagement. So now we'll deal with a shadow card. It says discard the top 2 cards. So I do 2 damage among characters I control. So let's see. 2 damage. I'll put him on Celeborn, and I will bring out Legolas with Thranduil's action here. I will defend with Thranduil. Thranduil's defending for 4 right now. I can boost it if I need to. I can get rid of a shadow effect. I have lots of options. No shadow. I think I'll just take the damage here. And so that puts a damage here. Okay. And so now I will ready Thranduil. So I'll put him... where's the Elven King? I'll do this. And I will ready Thranduil. So I'll do 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I can only do 7. Are you kidding me? Okay, 7 it is. Boom. It's a bummer. I wanted to draw a card. Okay, so ready, everybody. Okay, I get to discard a card. It's Greenwood Archer. Give myself some resources. I only have 4 in the staging area. I'm going to make this the current quest because I just want to make sure that that stays. If I know anything about the campaign folks, it's that something bad is always going to happen. So I will raise my threat. I will draw a card. Okay, so I get the Marksman. Okay, which is going to help me a bunch. So now I will also exhaust Galadriel to lower my threat and draw a card, and I get a Tree People. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Galleon into play, bring Galleon back into my hand, and play Tree People, and hope for something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll bring out this Marksman of Lorien. So this Marksman of Lorien is going to target this guy. I know I'm getting a little thin on my deck, but I'm feeling pretty good about where I am with this. So if I run out of cards here, I lose the game. Okay, and then I'm going to bring Galleon back in. Okay. So I just have to do 5 or something here. So I'm going to do 2, 3, 4. And this guy just came in, so that's 5. I will ready Galadriel just in case. So 5. It says it's Unnatural Fog. Okay, so Doom 2. 1, 2. And it says each player must either discard 1 card from the top of his deck for each questing character he controls, or discard or remove each questing character he controls from the quest. So I could Test of Will that. But you know what? I have 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I'll get rid of 1, 2, 3 cards. Okay. I'm not too worried. So I quested for 2, 3, 4, and in the staging area was 4. So then I'll boost. So that gives me this off of here. Okay. So can I deal with the topmost? I can. Okay. I'll deal with this. I'll put this back into play. Okay. So I'm traveling here. And then, because now I want to be able to shuffle these back into my deck. Okay. Engagements. This guy engages me. Deal shadow cards. 1, 2. And now we do some defenses, I guess. I will defend Thordir's Damned with him. Exhaust a character you control. Okay, I will exhaust him. Okay, and then I did a damage here. And then 1 damage up there. And then this guy, I will ready, because I will bring Galleon back in my hand to ready. And now I'll defend here for 4. No shadow. Does no bonus. Okay, great. So now I need to be able to kill stuff. I'll 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring out another Marksman of Lorien. So each of these guys are attacking for 4. So this guy is going to kill this dude. Now that allows me to draw a card. I get the 3rd Marksman of Lorien. Okay, and then each one of these guys, boink, does this, kills this. Okay. So now we refresh. And now I think I'm going to try to get through this stage because I'm feeling pretty good about how it's playing out here. So threat. Discard an 8th guide. Okay. So how much? I have 8. I need, so that's, I have to do 8. There's only two in the staging area. Okay. So let's, so I have combat figured out, I guess. So now I just need to make sure that I have questing figured out, and we'll see what we got here. So this guy comes into play. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 7, 10 against 2. So that gets 8. So if I get 0, I'm good. This is going to be the quest. I'm going to go for the main quest here. So I'm going to draw and lower my threat here. Okay. Oh, look at that. No reason in holding on to her, so I'll bring out the 8th guide to target Celeborn. Okay, so that gives me 2 more, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12. Okay. So 12, let's see what we get. Okay. Surge. Attach the current quest, counts as a condition attachment. Okay, so I can deal with that because I'm going to clear that this time, but it has a surge. What's the surge? Is a four-nosed square. That's the one that can get awfully crazy from the very get-go. So that's an extra 1. So 3, and I did 12, so that's 9. So that gets rid of this. So I take the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I shuffle them back in because I cleared that. And now I put, that was, let's see, I had 9. I did 5, so that's 4 more here. And so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's good. So I clear the quest. So let's take a look at what stage 2A says. Okay, it says when revealed, add Thardir to the staging area, then reveal 1 encounter card per player. So now let's take a look at Thardir. Thardir is an indestructible undead wraith. Can't have attachments, but he can be targeted with feint and faint voices and stuff like that. It says after a treachery card with the sorcery trait is revealed from the encounter deck, Thardir heals 3 damage. It makes an immediate attack. So I need something that can handle 6 damage a bunch, I hope. Okay, and then it says reveal an encounter card. So let's see, what do I get? Okay, I get a Cursed Dead. I don't have any Cursed Dead in the staging area, so like I just revealed that card. So I don't have any in my encounter or in the discard pile, so that's good. So it's now it says after Thardir enters play, randomly select one of the following burdens and attach it to Thardir. Thardir's Legacy, Thardir's Majesty, or Thardir's Spite. Add it to the campaign pool. I had to squeeze them all to get all 3 of them on the isolate ISO camera. So I have burden says to attach to Thardir. Thardir's Legacy is to give to the hero with the most resources, and that hero gets -2 willpower. And then it says after a sorcery treachery is revealed, move Thardir's Mastery to the hero with the most non-objective attachments and gets -2 and cannot commit to the quest. And then it says for Thardir's Spite, it says attached to the hero with the most damage and gets -2 and cannot be healed. Okay, so I have to pick one at random. Okay, so I'm just going to put these up here. Okay. So I shuffled them up. I put them under the camera. I'll roll a dice. And so here's what I'll say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's a 3. So it's this middle one. Okay, let's see. So what did we get? We got Thardir's Majesty. -2, let's see. You attach it to the most non-objective attachments and counts as a sorcery attachment. The text attached here gets -2 and cannot commit to the quest. Okay, well, right now I'm okay with that, because that would be Thranduil, and I don't really send Thranduil. So this goes on to Thardir. So what's the other side say? What does it say? 13. After Thardir attacks and destroys a character, that character's controller must either discard the top 3 cards of his deck or return Thardir to the staging area. Yowza. Okay, and we need to do 13. Oh, let's read the win condition real quick. And it says, if a player has no cards in this deck, he's eliminated from the game. Players cannot defeat this stage while Thardir has any hit points remaining. So if I defeat this stage, I win the game. Okay, so I have Thardir with Thardir's Majesty. I have the Cursed Dead that came out. I have the Norbury Tombs, and I have the Fornos Square. Okay. So I'm going to learn my lesson, and I'm going to travel to the Fornos Square. And I have to engage this guy, which is fine. And then I also then have to engage Thardir. And what does Thardir says? After sorcery treachery is revealed. Okay, so we haven't revealed any sorcery treacheries yet. Okay, so I don't have to do much. I'm hoping to be able to put enough damage on him to kill him. And then I don't really care about this guy. Not kill him, he's indestructible, but put, I don't know, maybe I can get 13 on it. I don't know. Okay, so shadow cards. Okay, and let's see. I'm going to use the cunning action to give myself +2 defense. So I will defend against Thardir here with this guy. There is a shadow effect. Defending player discards the top 3 cards of his deck. Okay, so I am going to cancel that shadow effect. Raise my threat. Cancel it. That attacks for 6, defends for 6, life is good. I'm going to use the Elven King to bring him back up to my hand and ready Thranduil and use him to defend. He's still defending for 6. This is 6 versus 3, and it says each undead enemy engaged with you gets +1 and +1. So he's 4. He already attacked, so that doesn't matter. He still gets, I still have to do 14. So, okay. So now let's see what we can do here. So no damage. So let's do this. Let's attack and kill this guy. And so now let's do 3, 6, 8, 10, 12 against him. And so that's -5 is 7. So I do 7 damage here. Clean up the board and do a little readying here. I don't have to discard cards this time. Okay, so that's the second host of the Galathrim that I have. I think I'm going to play the host of the Galathrim. Okay, so this is a bomb card that I get. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just do what I can here. So now what that does is that allows me to do this. Oh, you know what, let me make sure I do this right. Okay, before I play this, I'm going to exhaust her and draw a card. Okay, I get Island Amid Perils. Okay. And then I'm also going to put, it doesn't matter, but, okay, I'll just keep Galleon in my hand. Okay, so now I can bring all of these cards back into my hand. All of them. Okay. And so now I'm going to do this one by one here. I'm going to bring him out, and that readies Galadriel. Bring him out, and I look for an event in the top 5. And I get 2 Test of Wills to look for. Now I'm going to bring out another one of these. Come on, Faint Voices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I did not get a Faint Voices. That stinks. Okay. And now her I'll target Celeborn with. And then my attackers, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And none of them exhaust a quest. So that's good to have. And I have all my Test of Wills in my hand, but I don't have any resources to use them. Okay, so this has been dealt with, so now I get this. Okay. So look, I only have 2 in the staging area. I have to make 13 progress. So 2, this is 4, and then 13, so I need 17, 19. And I'm questing for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to target Thranduil with this. So I'm going to quest here. And I'm going to exhaust him. So that's, let's see, let's make sure I got this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 18. 18, I can pump his bonus with the power of command. I can pump her with the ring. Life is good, so hopefully I can put the progress here that I need. Okay, so what do we get? We get a sorcery treachery. It says each player discards each ally he controls that has the same title as a card in the discard pile. Okay, it's Doom 2. Okay. And let's see, what allies do I have? So I discard that, so that's -1. And I have this, so that's -4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that's it. Okay. So I'm at 13. So 13, I'm going to use her for 17. So how much is that? It's 2, 6. I need 2 more. So I will exhaust the 1 ring, raise my threat, and boost 1, 2, 3 by 3 more. So 20. So that gets through here. And now all I need to do is so now I have to make an immediate attack. And so this goes here with the most non-objective attachments. And he cannot commit to the quest, so he's already committed to the quest or whatever. Okay, he makes an immediate attack. So let's see. What kind of immediate attack? Oh, it heals 3 damage. 4, 8, 12. So I just need to defend twice, and I'm good. So 6. Okay, immediate attack. He's good. I can't. I'm gonna defend with the Neath Guide. Okay, so I'll defend with the Neath Guide. No shadow. The Neath Guide dies. And so I discard 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Because I don't want him to go back to the staging area. Okay, so now travel. I'm not even going to do anything with this, with the Norbury Tombs. Okay, I'm just going to do this. And do I have a way to kill him? Let's see. Probably. So I'm going to just defend with the Marksman of Lorien. No shadow. The Marksman of Lorien dies. I'll discard another 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Nenya, Nenya, and the Steward of Gondor. And now I'm going to attack. So this is 3, 7, 11. Thardir takes 7 damage. And Thardir is not dead, but I can move on. I have won the game. Okay, so let's see what I get for campaign resolution. Let's see what it is. Okay, so the campaign resolution says note the amount of damage on Protect the Innocent, which is 1, and it says replace the previous number, which was 0, and it says remove Protect the Innocent from the campaign pool. It says add Arnor Ravaged to the campaign pool in its place, found on the opposite side of Protect the Innocent. And so this gets added to the staging area, and I have 1 damage on it. And its forced effect is after an attack damages a character, but does not destroy it, move 1 damage from Arnor Ravage to that character. So it's doing extra damage to me. Ugh, that's a pain in the neck. It says the players as a group must select either Iarion's Pendant or Marthiel's Courage to add to the campaign pool. If any player may add Iarion's Pendant to their deck if it is chosen. Okay, so Iarion's Pendant, we know it gives +1 willpower, and you get to cancel the when revealed effects. But what I don't like about it is that you have to draw it. You get added to the deck, and you may not see it because you have to draw it. Marthiel's Courage, though, is a setup effect. So Marthiel may not be in every scenario, but he gets +1 will and an extra hit point, and then you get to ready him, and that comes into play immediately upon setup. So I appreciate Marthiel's Courage because you don't have to draw it. So I'm going to pick a Marthiel's Courage and not Iarion's Pendant. And then lastly, this was the burden that I got added to the staging or to the campaign pool, which is Thardir's Majesty. Hopefully it just always goes on to Thranduil, because I don't use him to attack hardly ever, but he cannot also then commit to the quest. So I don't know. Off we go on to the next scenario in the Angmar Awakens campaign. Have a great day, everybody.